All right, so I'm here today with Evan Tzikas. He's an NPL player who played in the NPL system and then made the move to State League after his under-19s finished up. Evan, can you just introduce yourself firstly?
Hi guys, Evan, as Rohit said, my career, I kind of started at South when I was a young kid, age of 9, and just over time went through the youth system there and then moved into more senior NPL. So never the senior team, but under 20s, did 2 years of 20s, and now I've just made the move to State League. So I love my football and that's where I'm at.
Speaking of loving your football, how did you get involved in the game and why?
Oh, how I got involved in the game was my father. So my father never played soccer or grew up with it.
Yeah.
But he forced me to go to training from a young age. So 9, 10, I'd be crying, didn't want to go. And he would say, you go. So eventually I took a liking to it. So after being forced, I thought this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then AFL was also very prevalent during primary school as well. So it was always AFL soccer.
Mm-hmm.
But I never actually played AFL. I just grew up around it. I loved Geelong, knew everyone.
Yeah.
It was only until the 2014 World Cup, I think it was year 8 or maybe 7, one of those years, where it was after that point, I never looked back. It was only soccer. So that really transformed me watching the 2014 World Cup.
Mm.
Yeah.
So touching on that World Cup experience, kind of.
Oh, it took my footballing mind frame, so how I thought about the game, just to another level. It was watching Australia play, getting up, the feeling, watching the Brazilian teams, the French teams.
Yeah.
2014, I think Germany won from memory. So just watching that team, I thought, oh my God, this is the sport. This is the sport for me. And then I started training hard after that. Like, it just motivated me to play more.
Yeah.
So, it was a big moment.
Definitely. Yeah. Fantastic to hear that. So obviously we touched on that you came from an NPL system into State League. What made you decide to play State League over NPL after you finished 19s?
So what I did was, after playing 2 years of 20s, my first year was quite good. I was young playing 20. I was 16 when I was playing for my first year. And my second year was just injuries. I broke my nose, I tore my ligament, and then I got suspended for 6 weeks. That wasn't great. Anyways, it was just a really poor season through injuries, and just my mental health almost was quite poor during that second season.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to play a 30 of 20s. Call it ego, call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
I didn't want to play a 30 of 20s. I felt like I needed to make another step.
Yep.
And I thought, going to a state club, going to a club that I know is good and has some sort of foundation, which is Yarraville, for me. By going there, I feel like I give myself an opportunity to train with people who are older, which is in the reserves, most people are older. And if I can, try push for the seniors, try and get more experience. I mean, it's been a very broken season. Basically, I'm in my second preseason now of the year. And whenever I get that opportunity to train with the seniors, it's just, it's different and I love it.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of the reason I chose to move. Just, I think I might have an opportunity in the State League, whereas in NPL, I could never sniff an opportunity. I never thought it would happen. And especially after having a really poor second year, I thought, no. Now I need to refresh myself. So it was half mental and half what I thought was opportunistic.
Yeah, I think it's a fair point. I mean, if those opportunities are there, you got to go for it. And like you were saying, it's all about the mindset and how you address them.
Playing football, and that kind of opened my mind a bit, and I'm learning different things you won't learn in a very systematic nature, which is the NPL. You won't learn these little things. So that was probably the first major difficulty, just changing my mindset, making it almost a little slower, but more suited towards Yarraville.
Yeah.
But it's been good. Yeah, but that was definitely one difficulty. I mean, I haven't played yet, as you mentioned just before, COVID. So I only got to play a couple preseason matches, and you can't really get much out of that.
Nah,
So in terms of game wise, I can't really talk yet.
fair enough. That's a fair point. And we're hoping, there'll be a few games this year and then you can actually get it and then we can come back and maybe revisit this conversation. What would you say to players that are in a similar sort of situation that you were in, or that are players finishing 19s and not sure what to do at the NPL level?
What I would say is, for someone who's maybe just made that 20s team, either at the age of 17, 18 or 16, 17.
Yeah.
If you made 20s at that age, stick with it. The training's excellent. Make the most of it. Enjoy, your game days. Enjoy the preparations. Get the game time. If you don't get the game time, it's okay. I mean, the good thing about 20s is it's such a good competitive environment that regardless of the club you're at in under 20s NPL, you will have a good educational football. I mean, it's generally tactically not bad. So it's good. Stay there. And then after a year, maybe 2 years, I would say, I think 2 years of 20s is good. After that second year, make an assessment of where you are at as a player.
Yeah.
If you are the captain or you are one of the better players and you know it, you will know. You will know it as a player. If you're one of those main men who needs to start, stay there, because eventually your opportunity will come in the seniors.
Yeah.
And unless you think that there's no chance, that's when I think it's good to move. I mean, my experience is a little short because of COVID, but I've enjoyed the move. And I feel like opportunities do arise. I mean, you can go as far down as state 3 and you can be getting paid. You don't need to be in state 1. So it's look at your individual, how should I say it? Your individual
situation.
Situation. Yeah. And then make an assessment. But don't listen to what your friend says and what he said and what he did, because whilst it's good to take in that broader information, your position is what's going to dictate what's best for you.
Exactly.
So that's what I'd say.
Right. Thank you for your time, Evan, and thank you for your insight into the game and your experiences.
No worries.
Fine.
Thank you. Yep.
Thank you.